Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the EPOS Oeuvre Dart 3439 North Star. As you can see, there's a lot going on with this watch. We have a moon phase, we have the day of the week, we have the month, and around the perimeter here we have the date wheel, and of course the moon phase. So I believe this is the most complicated mechanical watch I've had in hand to date. A very neat looking watch. It has this nice Sunburst blue dial. Hopefully it's coming across your end of the screen. It's not a black dial, it is a Sunburst blue dial. MSRP for this watch is $2,631 US dollars. The movement is an ETA 2892 with a EPBM module. As you can see, this movement is nicely decorated. There's a lot of perlage going on here on the rotor and on the movement there as well. Trying to get it moving around a little bit for you there. You can see there, water resistant, 5 atmospheres, all stainless steel, sapphire crystal on the front and display back here, and it is of course Swiss made. I was not familiar with this company before I was offered to share this watch with you on video. Looks like the company was founded in 1925, and then it was handed down to the son-in-law from the creator of the company, and it was bought out by a different gentleman in the 80s after the quartz crisis, and now it's on the current owner. They purchased the company in 2002, I believe. I'll leave a link in the description below to their website. You can go check them out. Some interesting information on that website. You see there's some grooves on the case here, and also you can see these pushers. There are 2 pushers on this side, and then there are 2 pushers on this side of the case along with the crown, a nice onion-shaped crown, and it is not a screw-down crown, which is fine for this style of watch. We consider this a dress watch or a dressy watch. It's definitely not something you would go swimming with or out exploring with. Alright, so let's go over the dimensions on this watch. Lug to lug I measured at 51.1 millimeter. Case diameter 41.7, which is also indicated on their website. They have the thickness at 10.7, I believe, and I measured it at 11.1. Lug width 20 millimeter in this crocodile style leather strap, tapers down to 18. And then the crown size on this is 6.9 millimeter. So this is all polished. There we go. There's a better look at that crown. And I'll show you what each of these pushers here do in a moment. Camera's having trouble focusing on the watch. And I'm not sure if this is functional or not, this screw here. I'm assuming it's functional because it's just slotted on the one side, but I'm not taking off the strap here. I've not worn it extensively, but I have had it on wrist for a little bit, and it's pretty comfortable for a larger watch. Larger for my wrist, at least. So, according to the website, the moon and the stars on here are supposed to be luminous, so we'll check that out in a little bit. Now, let me get this on wrist, and then I'll play around with the pushers and show you what each of them do. Yeah, let's get on wrist, and then I'll change the time to 6 o'clock or whatever, so I'm not in the danger zone when I monkey around with the rest of this. So let me know what you guys think of this watch. Do you have a moon phase watch yourself? I have one at least. I still need to video that. I have a Glycine Combat 6 or whatever it's called. But anyway, here is the EPOS on my wrist. I've adjusted my lighting setup and camera setup since the unboxing video. So I think I've got the light set up pretty well now. We'll zoom out here. It is floating on my wrist a little bit because I'm on the last hole on this strap and it's not quite tight enough. But just like a leather belt or whatever, you only have so many hole positions you can put in here, or rubber strap too, needle strap, whatever. But try not to be too rough with the leather strap. All right, let's zoom out here, and I'll show you what each of the pushers do. So I would say it's a little bit big for my wrist. If it was a dive watch with these dimensions, I'd be fine with it, but this watch is pretty much all dial. The bezel's not terribly thick. Legibility, it's not the greatest, but that's not the point of the watch. All these white dots on here kind of distract me from seeing what time it is. And then it's not Arabics either, but so right now it's 10, well, pretend it's 10:17 because I set it up for the 10:10 position. Anyway, let's zoom in on the dial here. I'll show you the dial in more detail. Yeah, I've always liked moon phase watches. Although the usefulness of the moon phase is, I really don't know what you'd use it for anymore. I wonder if one of these is like the Little Dipper or something like that. My astrology is, if my astrology knowledge is very lacking. Used to know a lot more when I was a kid, but anyway, I do like how the date indicator looks like a half moon, or a crescent moon, I should say. But they typically do on these type of date indicators, at least the ones that I've had. I also like how there's kind of a channel or a groove here for the month and then the day indicator. And also the moon phase here, too, it kind of continues through. It reminds me of a meteorite dial with the striations on the meteorite dial. It's kind of what that reminds me of. All right, let me find my toothpick. Where did I put that thing? All right, got a toothpick out here. Don't want to use anything metal when pushing in these pushers. And then that reminds me, I want to move the handset. I don't know if it matters or not, but I'm going to move it anyway. And you're not supposed to change the date when it's at the 10, or in between 10 and 2, or whatever the danger zone is. We'll just put it at 6 o'clock. And grab my toothpick here, and we'll push in this top pusher right here. So you can see that's moving the moon phase. And then this one down here will change the day. So the pushers kind of line up with the function in a way. Oops. There you can see it's changing the day. So with these pushers, it's not the entire circle here, it's just a little small circle in the middle there. So let's see if I can push this while on camera. Here we go. You see what I'm talking about there? So I'll put it back to Friday, and then we'll change this one down here. We'll change the month. There we go. Put it on January, since this is actually January. And this guy here will change the date indicator. Oops, that was pointing. That's pointing at the second hand. Sorry, the date indicator is over here. So there we go. That's how that works. It's a brief little overview there. And I think it's about time to check out the lume on this, and perhaps we'll bring over my SKX and compare it to this watch. Yeah, what the heck, we'll throw the SKX in and pause the video, and we'll be right back with the lume. Alright, so of course the EPOS is on the right, the North Star, and my SKX is on the left. Of course the SKX has a better lume. I mean, it's a dive watch, larger indices and all that, but EPOS is not too bad. Let's get the SKX out of the way here, and I'm going to hit this with the UV light one more time, and you can see all of the stars on the dial here glow. I can see it on the camera much better than I can by eye, but what the heck, let's just hit it with UV light here. So it looks real cool, lit up by UV light. And there she is again on camera. So yeah, I think it's a cool watch. It has the moon phase, the day, the date, and the month function. And it's a good looking watch. So that will conclude today's video. As always, thank you for taking the time. Please subscribe if you have not already. I greatly appreciate it. Like the video, and I'll talk to you soon.